Good morning, students. I hope we have understood the first part of the first chapter. So we'll be continuing with the chapter. That we have till now divided the animals on the basis of the food that they eat, and those are herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. So when we are talking about food now, let's see what are the sources of food. Means from where do we get food? We know plant is directly, indirectly a source of food, but other than plant, and what are the food that we get from where? We eat different kind of food in our daily life, isn't it? It's not that we eat only vegetables. It's not that we eat only fruits. So we eat different types of food in our daily life, and so let's see from where we get what type of food. Okay. So now first is plant as a source of food. As I told you, plant is a source of food both directly or indirectly. Means the base of whatever food we eat is plant. Even if we are eating flesh, I told you beforehand also that even if we are eating flesh, we are eating a flesh of a herbivorous animal, and that herbivorous animal is, as you know, they are eating plants. So plant, we can say, is the base of all food, be it anyway. Now you know that green plants, they can manufacture their own food. They are the only one who can manufacture their food. We cannot manufacture our food. We can cook our food. There is a difference between cooking and manufacturing or producing. Producing means, you better understand the word manufacturing. Means suppose a factory is making a bottle. Suppose a water bottle which you are using. You don't manufacture it, you use it. You bring it from some shop and then you use it. But that is made. Manufacturing means it is made. It is made in some factory. Similarly, these green plants, they can make their own food. They can prepare their own food, or they can produce their own food. But we can't. Okay. So the food, these plants also, they need food for their living. So the plants, they prepare extra food. So the food, some food they keep for themselves, and the extra food which they produce, they store it in different plant bodies. Different plant bodies means in leaves, in stems, in roots. So these are the different plant bodies. Okay. So they are stored there. The extra food is stored there, and that food we are using it. Means we are consuming them or eating them. The consuming them means eating them. Okay. Now different plant parts from which food is obtained are roots, stem, leaves, flowers, seeds, and fruits. Now if you just think, you will find out roots. What are the examples of roots? The carrot. Okay, let's come to that afterwards. Means you are eating you don't eat roots of all the plants. Of some plants you are eating roots, some plants you are eating stems, some may be leaf, some are flowers of some plants, we eat seeds of some plant, we eat fruits of some plant. As for example, a very common example, mango. You eat only the fruit of that plant. You don't eat the leaves, you don't eat the root. So it's like that. It's not necessary that of a single plant we'll be consuming all the parts. We can consume only one. We can consume. There are few plants where you consume the whole plant as a food, but maximum times we consume or we eat only a part of the the plant part that has stored the extra food which the plant has produced. I told you that the plant produces extra food and it stores in some of their plant parts, maybe their roots, stem, leaf, flowers, seed, and fruits, and those parts are consumed by us. The word is edible. Edible means the things which we can eat. The things which we can eat are known as edible. So all the food are edible, whereas the bottle or even this pencil, this is not edible. This is not edible because we can't eat a pencil, isn't it? So the fruits, but if you take an example of an apple, mango, wheat, rice, all these are edible. Clear? What is the meaning of edible? Edible means the things which can be eaten. Now food items that we get from plant. What are the food items that we get from plant? They are cereals. When you are saying cereals, that means what comes under it? Wheat, rice, maize. Maize means generally in Hindi we say bhutta. Okay, maize is bhutta, or in English we can say corn. Maize or corn is the same thing. So pulses, when we say pulses means pea, bean, soybean, gram, groundnut. There are few more also. Then comes vegetable, carrot, radish, potato, onion, spinach, cabbage, tomato. There are various vegetables, you can name them. They have named only a few of them. It's not only these are vegetables, others are not. There are many of them, and so they have only named a few of them. Fruits, banana, apple, mango, all these. Sugar we get from sugarcane. Is just for an extra information, I'll tell you. In India we get sugar from sugarcane, but in some countries, especially in African countries, they make sugar out of tapioca. That's a potato like thing, and they can make sugar out of that also. Okay, but you don't have to, just I was telling you for an extra information. Now oil, we get oil of mustard oil, we get groundnut oil, we get coconut oil, soybean oil, cottonseed oil, sunflower oil. There are many more. These oil are used for cooking. There are many more which we use as hair oil. We use amla hair oil, we use castor oil for hair oil, you get oil for almonds. So there are many other things. As I told you, these are only few examples given. Spices means the masalas which your mother use for cooking, the different masalas which we say in general. Turmeric, chili, ginger, saunf or fennel. The name of saunf means saunf, we call it in Hindi. In English it's fennel. Ilaichi in Hindi, and in English it's known as cardamom. Okay, so these are the items, these are the few of the food items that we get from plant. Now let's see which part of the plant provides what these items. Now from stem, what we get? Potato is an underground stem. You find potato from, as you know, potato, onion, ginger, garlic, this all grows underground. They don't grow above the ground. They grow beneath the soil. But these are stem. What do we generally know? That stems grow above the ground. But these are underground stem. And here the food is stored, and so we can eat them. We can use them. Okay. Then from roots, what are the examples? Carrot, radish is mooli, turnip, and sweet potato. Now you see, potatoes are stem, but sweet potatoes are roots. So you have to remember the examples of this. That we can say, name few stems which are edible. So you have to name them. Or name some underground stem which are edible. And name some roots which we are edible. So these are the examples. Similarly, food from leaves: spinach, fenugreek, cabbage, mustard. Fenugreek is methi. This is in Hindi called methi. Mustard we generally get and is known as rai or sarso. Okay. From flowers, rose. See, why rose? You will see, how can we eat a rose? Rose is not like that. Rose is sometimes petals are used, and to make an essence in some sweet dish, you get rose essence also. And in some sweet dishes, this rose, even dried up rose petals are used. Okay. Even cauliflower and broccoli which are using, they are flowers. They are the flowers. They are not anything else. Then from seeds, what we get? Green gram, kidney beans, green gram is moong, kidney beans is rajma, corn, wheat. These are the seeds of the plant which we are eating. Then the fruits, you know there are many kinds of fruit which you eat: apple, banana, orange, all these. So these, according to the plant parts, if I say, these are the examples of the stem of the plants which we eat. These are the roots, these are the leaves, these are the flowers and the seeds, and they are the fruits. Now sometimes you may have seen that your mother soaks either chana, that is gram, or moong. It's like this, and after means she soaks at night, and the next day she takes it out and keeps it in hangs it in a cloth, and you get something like this from moong. And from gram also, the black gram which we use, the chana, so from there also the small structures comes out, and we say it's sprouted seeds. Okay, these are the sprouted seeds, the small you can say it's just starting of a plant to grow from seed. And these are much nutritious than these things. You can make sprouts at home yourself. Take some dry chana or green gram, whatever you have at your home, and soak them overnight. Then take it out and hang them in a wet cloth. Take out from the home. Don't let them be completely dipped in water. Take them out, hang it in a moist cloth, and the next day you will get this type of sprouts. So this can be done by you at home. You can see them how they are getting. Now they have told you to make a scrapbook of food plant. Scrapbook of food plant says that you don't go and buy a scrapbook now. Take a chart paper. On that, collect the pictures or photographs of the different plant that gives us food. Okay, and then classify them according to the plant part used and paste them in the chart paper. Means the one as they have shown you here. Similarly, you have to take it. Suppose this is a A4 chart paper. Here you are writing food from plant and paste 2 pictures or 3 pictures. Similarly, food from roots, you paste 3 pictures. Then this way. So this you have to make this, and then next science class, I want to see this chart made by you. If you want to draw, you can draw and color them also. It's not necessary that all you have to paste the picture. If you want to draw them and color them, that's also fine, but you have to make them, and this is one of your assignments. Okay, so now this was all about the plant food which I spoke about, and I explained it to you. Now let's come to animal as food or source of food. So what do we get from animal? We get egg, we get meat, we get honey, we get milk. These are the things we get from animals. Eggs, who gives us hen or duck? Duck gives us hen, egg, which we eat. Meat, we eat the meat of sheep, goat, chicken, fish. Honey, honeybees, they make the honey as you know them, and we use them. So honey is also an animal source. It means food product from an animal source. It's not from a plant source. Milk, cow, buffalo, goat. In desert areas, camel gives milk, and they are also consumed. In mountain areas, milk of yak is also consumed. So these are the main thing is these are the main things which are the sources of food, and we get from the animal. So now it can be the dairy product. Now dairy product means anything that is related to milk. From milk, what you get? You get paneer, You get cheese, you get butter, you get ghee, you get curd. All these you get from milk. And the products that you get from milk are known as dairy product. Okay. And the animals which provide us meat and egg are known as poultry. So the eggs are known as or you say egg and meat, they are known as poultry product. Clear? So egg and meat are known as poultry product, and the products got from the milk are known as dairy product. And these poultry products, they are rich in protein. Now let's come to honey. What is honey? Honey is a sweet liquid produced by honeybees from their nectar, and it consists of sugar, water, mineral and enzyme. Now here it consists of sugar, water and mineral and enzyme. It is not that if you mix sugar in water and some minerals and enzyme, you will get honey. No. Honey can't be made artificially. Honey is made by these bees, and they store it in their honeycombs. This is how this is a part of a beehive. Beehive is a house of the bees, you say. So it's like this. It's like this. The structure is like this. Okay. So honeybees, they produce the honey and store it here in these honeycombs, and then we get it from there and we use it. So honey cannot be made artificially. So this was all about the chapter. Go through the chapter very nicely, and then we'll discuss about it afterwards.